Boxintypex and welcome to the Super Geek Show!
This Week in Geek is probably going to be a little controversial, especially with all the new pictures and videos that have popped up in the past 7 days with the comic movies coming out. First off, let's talk about Spider-Man! The picture that was blasted everywhere last Thursday, and I mean seriously, even my grandma saw it and she's been dead for over 30 years. Really didn't sit right with me. And it's not that I don't like the costume, it just leaves me wondering in what context it's going to be in. Obviously, he just got his ass kicked. But when I saw other pictures of him on set with his full costume on, and that video that TMZ released, it resembled the campy 70s live-action version. I am glad that he has web shooters and that Stan Lee's going to make a cameo in this one. But it also has been confirmed that J. Jonah Jameson is not going to be in it. Which makes sense when you think about the time frame that this one takes place. Time will tell, and I hope the movie does well, so I don't have to burn my Spidey sheets I sleep with every night. X-Men pictures were thrown up, and I don't know about you, but it almost felt like they were going into left field with this reboot. As a whole, they don't seem too bad. I'm just kind of wondering why they have Havoc in there, not Cyclops. And the only thing I think they should have taken from the last trilogy is Mystique showing some blue boobies. Or not. Out of the bunch, the look of the Beast seems more like a porn parody than a major motion picture. Furry lovers unite! Just not next to me. The latest set of photos intrigues me, however. Especially the one showing Xavier and Magneto playing chess against each other. And we get another look at January Jones in that hot white outfit. Yes. The group picture, though, had me sold. I like the nostalgic feeling it gives off. And it gives me way more hope than I had from the first pics I saw. The Captain America pictures, though, look oh my god awesome. Made me squeal a little bit with fanboy glee. From the looks of things, this is shaping up to be the comic movie that I'm looking most forward to seeing. Now I just can't wait to see the Super Bowl. And not to see some dudes running around in tight outfits throwing balls at each other. But because they will be showing the Captain America trailer, along with Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, Thor, and Pirates of the Caribbean 4. Is it wrong that I'm more pumped to see the trailers and commercials instead of the Super Bowl? The answer is nope. Anne Hathaway as Catwoman and Tom Hardy as Bane? Okay. Seems to be some odd choices, but I can kind of see how it would work. And I'll just leave that one alone until we see photos from the set when they start shooting. There was some more pictures of Dark of the Moon toys that popped up, and they kind of look like poop. The deluxe Starscream kind of looks like a knockoff toy, and out of the first two movie toys, this one fails in comparison. Dredd has a very interesting head design, but the rest of the figure just looks like garbage. And that human-aligned helicopter is just not my thing. It's squat and out of proportion and gives that dollar store feel. No offense to any dollar stores who may be watching. However, the third-party G2 Laser Prime trailer looks to be full of win. I love bases, and it's something that I wish they would bring back. Yay! So if you disagree with anything I've just said, instead of leaving a comment below just saying screw you or you're wrong, why don't you make a video response and really state your side of things? And I promise you I'll watch and I'll comment. So this week I bring you an interview with Anthony James, better known as Boxintypex. There's no foul language, so if you're looking for a little vulgarity, then you can watch Marvel Legends Nemesis Series Beast humping random things. I know you've probably been asked this a million times, where did you come up with the name Boxintypex?
Well, the Boxintypex part actually came because I like boxing quite a bit, and I actually used to box. I actually still coach boxing during the summers. And the Anthony James part, that did come from wrestling, actually, because I used to be called Anthony the Miracle James when I was a wrestler. It's not, Anthony James is my real name, but, you know, whatever.
What was the toy line that you really got into as a kid?
Probably have to say, gosh, I collected so many, man. Probably the one I remember the most is the 90s Toy Biz figures, the Wolverines and stuff, just because, you know, the Cyclops eyes lit up and just stuff like that. When I was a kid, I liked the gimmicks. I don't like gimmicks at all now, but then I did. And
what's your favorite one now that you're an adult?
Marvel Legends, man. Always been a big Marvel guy. You know, I love DC and Master Universe also, but man, Marvel Legends, it just is where my heart is. You know, that's the reason I collect as an adult today.
What are your top 5 comic book themed movies of all time?
My top 5 comic book movies, really in no particular order. Probably X-Men 2, Spider-Man 2, Sin City, love Sin City, Iron Man, of course, and The Dark Knight. 5 awesome movies. Also really like, you know, The Incredible Hulk that came out in 2008. But those 5, those are my top 5 movies, and I love every one of those 5.
If you were stranded on an island for 3 years and you had food and water, what would be the one thing that you would bring with you to pass the time?
If I was stuck on a desert island for 3 years and I had to bring something to help kill the time. Other than, of course, food and water. I can't bring that. Probably a girl. I'd probably help kill the time. I could bring toys, but I mean, they get really nasty and stuff. Well, so would a girl. Well, maybe we could find some water and wash her off or something. But yeah, a girl, maybe I could talk to her sometimes, or pretend to talk to her, or whatever, and then do whatever. It'd be really cool. It'd be something to do, I guess, on the island for 3 years.
Were there any YouTube reviewers that got you into making videos yourself?
Actually, honestly, none of them really got me into it. I used to do stuff for Tom Green, the channel, back in the day. I did a lot of videos for them, and for him. And I mean, that's really what got me doing the videos. Originally, I was going to do videos for YouTube, and then, I decided to do it for Tom Green, which probably should have done for YouTube in the first place. But, I mean, they would have had a lot of copyrighted music and stuff like that. I don't know if I had done it for YouTube. So, I probably wouldn't have made any money off of them anyway. But, but actually, I didn't even know about really the toy reviewers till actually Andrew Cutter. I saw him review a few toys, and I was like, that's cool. I love toys. Then I reviewed some, and I looked on some of my videos, and that's how I started finding people. That's actually how I found everybody, was looking at the side of my videos at first, and I searched, but I mean, a lot of the channels that popped up were random channels. So, but really, honestly, nobody really inspired me as far as toy reviews. I've changed and stuff watching toy reviews, but yeah, check out my early toy reviews. It was really a whole lot different. It's me standing in front of the camera holding the figure.
What can we expect from the Anthony James on your various channels in 2011?
What can you expect from Anthony James in 2011? Definitely big kids, big news podcast, doing it with Sean Long, Century Productions, Quorum TV, and Shartimus Prime. All 4 really good friends of mine. Also, Anthony James TV. Definitely going to start doing more on that. Haven't had a lot of time. Been really busy with work, and of course more reviews and comic book stuff. Maybe start reviewing a few more comic books. People weren't seem to really digging it that much. I may do it just for the fun of it, just for me, really, just because I like talking about comic books, and I don't really get to straight up do that on video. In the podcast, I'll be doing that a lot more though.
Any final thoughts you would like to leave the viewers watching this?
Thank you so much, Arlecon, dude, for doing this interview, man. You're the man. Really good friend of mine. Obviously, subscribe to this channel right here, and of course the Arlecon channel. And if you get a chance, check out me, Boxintypex, Anthony James. And thanks a lot for the interview, man. You're awesome.
Thank you, Boxintypex. I salute you. And finally, in unholy smell-o-vision news, since science actually released a machine that will give off smells to coincide with movies. My first thought was the original Jurassic Park, where they're digging through the dinosaur poop. I know for a fact that I prefer popcorn and candy to poop and sweat. So my question to you is, what movie would you like to see and smell? Just leave me a comment below. For all the pictures and videos, links in my belly. I am Arlecon, and don't forget to get your geek on.